Hey, I'm your host Michaela, and today I'll be telling you the top 10 most expensive celebrity divorces that ended in lawsuits. And make sure to subscribe, but now let's get started. Starting off at number 10, FKA Twigs and Shia LaBeouf. In December 2020, the New York Times revealed the musician FKA Twigs' lawsuit against actor ex Shia LaBeouf alleging relentless abuse, including intimate battery, assault, and infliction of emotional distress. Her account of the Times alleges horrifying physical, psychological, and emotional abuse at the actor's hands. And another one of his exes, Carolyn Foe, has come forward with similar stories as well. The lawsuit says that he kept a loaded firearm by the bed and that she was scared to use the bathroom at night lest he mistake her for an intruder and shoot her. Number 9, Sandra Bullock and Jesse James. Jesse James and Sandra Bullock split in 2010 after 5 years of marriage. While the divorce itself was quick, it was finalized just 2 months after Bullock filed to end their marriage. The circumstances leading up to it were still messy. Multiple women had come forward claiming to have had affairs with James, which she admitted to. "I never shied away from anything I did," James told Men's Journal in 2011. "I took full responsibility. I cheated on my wife. Guess what? So do millions of other men." Speaking to Dateline in 2011, he added, "I'm sorry it happened, I'm sorry it went down the way it did, but I forgive myself and now I can move on." At the time of the couple's divorce, Bullock had just won her first Academy Award for The Blind Side and had adopted a child. Number 8, Demi Moore and Ashton Kutcher. Moore and Kutcher were together between 2003 and 2011, a lengthy relationship in terms of many Hollywood pairings. The two married in 2005 and divorced in 2015, reportedly due to Kutcher having an affair. Moore wrote in her memoir, Inside Out, that she tried to put Kutcher first in their relationship and agreed to bring outside people into their intimate part of the relationship at his request. "Because we had brought in a third party into a relationship," Ashton said, "that blurred the lines and to some extent justified what he's done." Moore said, alluding to allegations that he had been unfaithful in their relationship according to People. Moore also wrote that Kutcher had cheated on her a second time with a 21-year-old woman in 2011, while he was filming the movie Another Happy Day. The couple's 15-year age difference also contributed to the downfall of their relationship, Moore added. "I was a 40-year-old woman who had a big life, with a big ex-husband, Bruce Willis, and 3 children," Moore wrote. Number 7, Tiger Woods and Ellen Nordegren married in 2004 and welcomed their first child together, daughter Sam Alexis Woods, in 2007. They had another child, son Charlie Axel, in 2009. In November 2009, the National Enquirer published a story that claimed that Woods had been having an affair with a woman named Rachel, a New York City nightclub manager. Both Woods and Rachel denied the claims, but before long, more women had come forward with allegations of affairs. Though Rachel denied having an affair with Woods at first, another woman named Jamie came forward with text messages she exchanged with the golf star and claimed they had a 2-year-long affair. More women soon came forward, and Rachel eventually said she did have an affair with the golfer. "I have let my family down, and I regret those transgressions with all of my heart. I have not been true to my values and the behavior my family deserves," Woods said in a statement in December 2009. "I am not without faults, I am far short of perfect, and I am dealing with my behavior and personal failings behind closed doors with my family." Tiger Woods and Ellen finalized their divorce in 2010 after almost a year of highly publicized scandal and interest in their relationship. They are now focusing on co-parenting their 2 children and responded looking friendly in December 2020. Number 6, Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. Kim Kardashian and Kanye West married in 2014 in Italy. The two had been friends since 2008 and took their relationship public in 2011 following Kardashian's split from Kris Humphries that same year. However, things turned rocky for the power couple. Kardashian and West were married for 6 years before Kardashian filed for divorce on February 19, 2021. She cited irreconcilable differences as the reason for the couple's split and stated that no amount of counseling would help repair the relationship. In October 2021, Kardashian hosted Saturday Night Live and reportedly began dating cast member Pete Davidson. In December, the pair were photographed on their first public date night. On March 2, 2022, Kardashian was declared legally single by a court decision. Later that month, Kanye West posted a series of Instagram posts amid at Davidson, referring to him as Skeet, and sharing text messages from him to the comedian saying that Davidson would never meet his children. Number 5, Kelly Clarkson and Brandon Blackstock. Kelly Clarkson was forced to file suit against her former management company, Star Trek Management Group, specifically agents Brandon Blackstock, her ex-husband, and his father. This came just 4 months after she first shocked everyone by filing for divorce after nearly 7 years of marriage. Though the legal action that's followed has certainly shed some light on why they broke up. Clarkson, however, wasn't the first to sue. That would be Star Trek, which claimed the singer owed them $1.4 million in unpaid management fees. Clarkson hit back by responding that they'd never had an official contract and that neither Brandon or his father were licensed to operate as her manager, then going on to quietly file a lawsuit in return for having defrauded her out of millions in earnings, claiming Brandon had been charging her exorbitant fees for 13 years of his unlicensed management services. As all of this is going down, they're still trying to figure out their custody arrangement and spousal support too, and Brandon's opening offer was $5 million a year from Clarkson. Number 4, Sophia Vergara and Nick Loeb. A complex legal case was filed in 2015 when Sophia's ex, Nick Loeb, sued for custody of 2 female embryos the couple had frozen in 2013. Sophia's camp argued both parties reportedly agreed to not implant the embryos without consent on both sides. Loeb claimed he'd always intended to see the embryos brought full term, and that he would waive any of Sophia's parental obligations. After the case was thrown out, Loeb refiled in 2017 in Louisiana, most likely because the state has strict laws protecting embryos. But a judge dismissed the case, saying since the embryos were created in California, Louisiana courts hold no say. Number 3, Christie Brinkley and Peter Cook. Supermodel Christine Brinkley and Peter Cook were married from 1996 until 2008 and shared 2 children. The pair had a high-profile split after Brinkley learned about Cook's affair with his 19-year-old assistant Diana. At the time of the divorce, Cook was 49 and Brinkley was 54. In an explosive interview with the New York Post in 2006, she'd claimed that Cook made repeated physical advances and told her that his and Brinkley's marriage was on the rocks. "I felt uncomfortable," Diana said. "I'd never been with anyone who was married. I was always on the right track. This was all new to me." She also claimed that Cook had other relationships with young women, saying they were all tools of his little game. Brinkley recalled the moment she was informed about the affair from Diana's stepfather, a police officer, after she gave a commencement speech in Southampton, New York on June 25, 2006. Cook received $2.1 million in the divorce settlement, but later told Barbara Walters that for him, the battle was about having to access his children rather than the money. Number 2, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. Pitt and Jolie announced their engagement in 2012. By that time, they were already parents to 6 children, 3 of whom were adopted. The pair tied the knot in August 2014 in France. Their children, Maddox and Pax, walked their mom down the aisle. Zahara and Vivian were flower girls, and Shiloh and Knox were ring bearers. Pitt acted as a support system for Jolie after she underwent a double mastectomy in May 2013. In September 2016, Jolie filed for divorce from Pitt, citing irreconcilable differences and petitioning for primary custody of their 6 children. In October 2016, Pitt was accused of physically abusing Maddox Pitt Jolie when he was intoxicated, but he was cleared of all charges by the LA Department of Children and Family Services and by the FBI. Pitt and Jolie have since endured a long custody battle over their 6 children. Jolie's lawyer claimed that Pitt had not paid her meaningful child support, though his representation rebutted that he in fact paid her more than $1.3 million in contributions over a span of 2 years, and that Pitt gave Jolie an $8 million loan. While the judge officially declared in 2019 that their marriage was over, the details of the divorce still needed to be worked out, and the dispute over the children's custody is still ongoing. Number 1, Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. In perhaps the messiest divorce in recent memory, Johnny Depp and ex-wife Amber Heard fought it out in a court in a $100 million defamation case. Depp filed a lawsuit against Heard in March 2019, alleging that a 2018 op-ed she wrote for the Washington Post applied that he was domestically abusing her during the time of their relationship. Depp claimed the article irreparably damaged his career. In January 2021, Heard countersued Depp for $100 million, a few months after her motion to move the case to California was denied. Depp asserts that he is never physically violent towards Heard, but rather that she was abusive and violent with him. But that is all. Thanks for watching.